I forgot to say, I put on my best for this horrible mess. And as a collector of everything, we got this nifty little tripod. And we're gonna see what kind of 10 bolts, 10 quarts in 10 minutes. I don't know. And crawl under this thing in my old retirement and see if we can do it. Yeah, it looks just like the one in the junkyard. But this guy got 1 million views on, the Ford Crown Vic platform. And of course, that's a newer model and prettier than mine. However, mine has 116,000 miles on it. And he goes into explaining that, it's Toyotas and Nissans and all that are like 3 times as much money or something. Maybe not exact. Watch it. The other part is do-it-yourself education. Went to the junkyard. So I spent $38 and pulled a couple sensors out of the transmission like it was a workshop at college. Whether I learned anything or not, I've never done it before, so I will go and try it. Well, guys, I'm at the junkyard. I didn't show you pulling that pan off, but I think my 93 needs the electronic shift module, and I didn't know. I seen some parts. See, I pulled the pan off, and yeah, it's gonna be a mess. But the wires go from there over, and I thought it was the module. But the electronics is over yonder here. And so I think it's shifting bad, and I know it's one of them freaking things. But you read the manuals and they won't give you the right answer. So we'll have to take that filter off. I think you just yank them. And I gotta use 2 hands. I don't know. There she blows. So which one of these modules is the shift module? That's why I go to the junkyard. I like dismantling shit at the junkyard before I try to do it to my own car. It's good practice. Well, I pulled both these modules. I assume this one's for first to third, and this is the one for overdrive. Might be more than 10 bolts. Lefty loosey. I don't want it to start dripping yet. I want to try and get it to drain out the back. But we'll loosen the front. I don't want to bend the pan. God knows. Forgive me, Lord. It's gonna be a mess.
We'll loosen them a little bit further as we go down. Try and get it to flow uphill because I'm climbing, but it'll be downhill. 10 millimeter because it says metric Ford. I know if you guys remember when the big changeover, we tried to go from inches to metric. Yeah, you know. Yeah, take your time. Remember, this is, you can read, but I swear, when I was looking at the internet, to find the parts, it didn't look anything like what I saw when I pulled the pan in the junkyard. Teach yourself stuff. A little logic. I, tried to inform myself, watched a video that the computer, well, some guy had the same problem on YouTube. Yeah, promote YouTube. But, they have their quality control, and I wish they would understand that this is to try and help young people have a hobby and learn something if they can't afford college. And be brave enough. I've never done it. But, if you prepare yourself a little, we'll just try and use this as the hand. Take out the back first. Because I want the fluid to go into the bucket. I cleaned that bucket out. I've tried to promote some of them soaps, but nobody. All they want is the crazy laughs. The only views I got the most views on were blithering idiot kind of things. You check out some of I like the Vice Grip Garage. I wish he'd try and help. I watch him all the time, but I gotta admit, I don't subscribe. I don't expect y'all to, because, I don't want to lose these bolts in a bucket full of tranny fluid. 10 quarts, $6 a piece, $60. This tranny, according to the receipt, was rebuilt January 9th of this year. And so either the electrical component went out that they reused, or, I don't know. It says complete rebuild. But there shouldn't be any metal in the pan, hopefully. And, it gets every gear when it decides to combobulate itself. So, since the guy said the tail shaft sensor, which I replaced, I don't know if you've seen the video on that. I did it because it was on the outside, $30 experiment. I didn't change a thing. But he said that the computer doesn't pick up that sensor. So I'm figuring it don't pick up the ones in here. Car has no codes. Oh, it rides so smooth. Yeah. And everybody on the block laughs at me because I won't buy a new car. They're a depreciating asset. And you pay through the nose. Insurance and interest and, you know, what's a new one of these babies cost? You know? Yeah, if you got all the money in the world and just want to blow it on, I'd rather blow my money having fun. Fun. The music's playing. Won't you give it to me? Oh, I saw a drip, but it's the frost melting off of the car. It took me a little while to get this far, so it's warmed up a little bit. Hope that camera's working, you know. It'll quit on me, and then I'll have technical difficulties. You know, this is why I want a cameraman. Take a better picture. And make sure my stuff isn't losing focus. That's happened to me all the time. Really makes it tough. Oh, where did my tool go? I know I set it down here. It's doggone. No tool gone. Oh, there it is. I feel it. Feel it. Oh, feel your way around it if you can. You know, a lot of auto mechanics you gotta do by touch. Well, she's about to blow. I don't know if we can catch some of this or not. It's gonna be a mess. Oh, dang. Well, so far no fluid. And it's loose. There's got to be more in there than that. I know it. Just know it, man. Either that or it's going to take all day to drain. What a nightmare. But it has to. Can't be empty. I put fluid in it. Nightmare. Oh, flipping catastrophe. I don't know what I should do now. Go the other way? Maybe. I don't know. You guys, I even tried talking to some training guys, but nobody knows. Whether they just, I don't know. It's like I can't speak transmission. So learn as you go. You know, daggone. I'm just knowing I'm going to have to clean up a environmental hazard. gonna fall off and make a nightmare, maybe. Maybe not. I've done it before. I expected it. It's not 10 quarts. I expected it. Flipping flood. I know if you got a garage, you can put it up on a lift and put your all fancy fluid collectors under it, and but our youth doesn't have that. I didn't. I've been working under the shade tree in a do-it-yourself capacity for a long, long time. Taking my chances, gambling my knowledge against, at least I thought it through. I got a probability of getting this done. I don't know what we're gonna do when it comes for you. It's dripping. There she blows. Caught a lot of it. But dang, I expected a whole lot more. Must be hiding everywhere. But here, I didn't know that about transmissions. They say they drain the fluids in the junkyard, and it just kept dripping and dripping and dripping and dripped some more the whole time I was there. The dipstick says it's full, and that's why it was still dripping after sitting in the junkyard for 5-8 days or whatever it was. Well, here's those parts. They look just like the ones I got. Wonder what this does. That's probably holding all the fluid. I don't think it's a shift actuator. That's another electrical part. Looks just like it, Oh, it's bleeding. Bleeding over here. Got me a little flood going on. Well, I don't know if that was 10 minutes, but we got it off. Yeah, baby, yeah. Just a little bit. Yeah, my kitty litter. Dirt. Playing the dirt, I scrub it with dirt, let it soak it up. It's free. Kitty litter's expensive. Boy, I'm frugal. Yeah, don't get any in the oil pan. The real question is, wipe it on your pants. Can't see that. No wonder why I put on my old grubby, as if there's any in the pants. Be careful. It's a public sidewalk. Oh, in the light. Can't tell if it's still recording. Yeah. I don't know if you can see, but there's no metal in there. That's why I don't believe it's mechanical. Hopefully. Well, keep going with the program. Well, that's pretty interesting to me, guys. It surprised me that it's not just gushing out of there. Got a little rubber plug in here, magnet. There's nothing on it. That's what it is, to catch all the metal. Learn something. Learning is part of the channel. Well, part of it is Einstein says do something different. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, and expecting different results. So we are going to experiment by putting them modules in. I don't know, at least something will be different. Okay. Put them in there. They look identical. 3 little 8mm bolts. I had to borrow a wrench at the junkyard, but I'll go find my 8mm. Well, I found myself an 8mm wrench. Wiped them off as good as I could on my shirt. Yeah, I got everything in that garage. So we'll see how much time I got left on my battery. And I don't know whether I can get any good photos. We'll try and look. I can hardly see on my screen. How to set this shot up, We'll see. I hope it works. Maybe a little more angle. I'm still expecting a flood. I'll try like heck not to get anything dirty. But it's bleeding. At the junkyard, I took the big one out first, and probably should take the little one out first.
That's what I realized. So, once again, I've learned something. Try not to sit in a pile of muck. Dang, alright. But, you know, I've been working on cars as long as I have in less than desirable circumstances. Oh no! You know? This one's got a 10 on there. The one in the junkyard didn't. Good thing it's sitting right here. See that little clip? I bent it at the junkyard to get it out. Now, this plastic's old, you know, so I don't know that they replaced it. Plastic. It's hard. You don't want to break these connectors. Be careful in this part. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It didn't break. And that's the one I think. This sucker looks new. You know, should I just do one? What do you do? Man, that looks shiny, shiny. And I gotta look at the other one. See, they're marked different. FAP. And this one says Ford on it. Dang, now that says Ford on it, so it's probably the right part. I don't think first through third is messing up. I think it's that one. Oh yeah. If I have to do this again, I'll be so mad at myself. But this part, you know, you can tell it's dirty, like original. You know, it has the number stamped in it right here. 5283. Something won. I don't know. Is the ink coming up? This one says D2. I don't know. What do you do? Change them both?
I'll have to do it again if that's the case. But what the heck? Swap it up, see if something different happens in the experiment. It's all fun and games, so don't you have fun doing it? Yeah, I know. But for $2,000 or something, come on, flip. I'm all covered in fluid and got big fingers. And my tools are old as I am. I got it. I got it. Now I hope it doesn't bleed. I hope I can find all these bolts. I know they're here. I don't know whether you can all hear me and whether my camera's still working. I ain't got anybody, I'll use the correct English, to monitor the system. Long ones. They tell me people like long ones. Especially when they're... Oh, damn. I don't want to break it. They had that sucker in there tight. Little bolts, that much torque. I don't know. Sometimes it's easier to use your fingers. But yeah, this plastic looks brand new. I should just leave it in there. Dang, I don't know. I can always put it back. It'll take me an hour. But something's gone wrong. And I'm not sure what it is. Oh, there she blows. Oh, is this baby hooked on there? There we go. Dang, I'm shaking under here. I'm all worried I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm cold. But we'll go old school. See what happens. What the heck? You only go around once in life. You might as well enjoy the heck out of getting yourself filthy dirty. And you know, everybody wonders why I got these old clothes that, yeah, I wear out. Oh, it's gotta go the other way now. Yeah, everybody uses them zippy things, but that's how you strip screws. Yeah. Only time I want to have a strip show is in the privacy of my marriage bed. And I don't like that. You know why they make little wrenches? So you don't torque them so tight. You don't break your stuff. Oh. Something's going on. I must have put the long one in the... I didn't notice they were two different sizes. I think. What the heck's going on? I could have... Coulda, woulda, shoulda, I don't know. Now I'm getting confused. Not paying attention? I'm so broke I can't pay attention. No, honestly, I'm not. That's what I'm trying to teach on the channel. That if you conserve your finances, you might be able to play with cars in your old age and be laughed at by everyone else because you won't buy a new one. Because it's just way too much money, man. I'd rather buy real estate. Yeah, I know it's quicker with all that other stuff, but you tear stuff up, my opinion. I know you guys trying to make money. I'm trying to save money. I did all my earning when I was younger. But I got here by doing all my saving. Yeah, I would say they're different. So I'm not totally lost. Yeah, learn something all the time. But if you start them by hand, you won't strip them. And everybody's in such a big hurry rather than enjoying themselves. And boy, you know, you clean your hands with the grease. Grease cleans grease. Oh, this little thing again. Rolls-Royce torque. Oh, stress. Ooh. Okay. I was taught all Rolls-Royce mechanics torque by feel, you know. See, I'm shaking. Well, yeehaw. I don't know. We'll try the other one just 'cause I'm in here. You know, change everything up. We're all hooked up, hog, hot diggity dog. Now I gotta find that bolt. There it is, in the wrench. And put the non-bent clip back on. Boy, you know, you gotta work your way around and try to do 4 things at once with big fingers and little bolts. Dang. Sometimes you just gotta be patient. You know, I know y'all want to get in a hurry. Come on. Come on. Get started. There we go. There we go. I got it. I could go. You know, when you're building a channel, I guess I should keep my cuss like a sailor mouth out of the show. I try not to. And then I don't know. You guys comment. You want me to... Well, I know it's probably 50-50 that would tell me that, you know, I can handle it. And then there are those that'll say you're too prude and or you're too rude and sociably unacceptable. Crude, rude, sociably unacceptable. Where's my big wrench? Oh, don't want to tighten this one too tight. It's got a little flippy lever. But we don't want to go very hard. You'll snap that baby off and then be trying to use an extractor. There's one of my bolts. Well, we'll clean up. I'm gonna wipe it off on a rag, and hopefully the damn, you know what the fish said when it hit concrete? Damn. See my new teeth? I doubt it. Try to shut it off.